And welcome everybody to our bonus features segment. The first thing we're looking at are the likely spots for GPS errors via the total electron content forecast. Now, people that live around the equator are aware their GPSs won't be working at noon. We've seen a cratering of the electron flux here with the arrival of the high-speed portion of a coronal hole wind stream. A little bit of chaos there, but nothing too extreme going on. No charging hazards. We'll get to that momentarily. That's your total electron content forecast. It's showing you the total electron content between your GPS satellite and your handset. When your GPS satellite communicates with your handset, it's got to communicate with electrons up here in this plasma sphere, electrons down here in this Van Allen belt, the inner one, and also this inner plasma sphere. And that can cause huge errors, which is why we show it daily. No charging hazards. The 1-year chart of the electron flux, we see we're at very low levels here now. And we typically do see that with high-speed coronal hole wind streams. So there you go. There's the 3-day chart. There goes electron flux. No surprises to our regular viewers. Those measurements by the GOES 16 and 17 in their geosynchronous near equatorial orbits. For new viewers, the N's and M's give you insight into the location of the satellites at the time of the readings. Those mean noon and midnight local time for the satellite. Here's the electron forecast. And you can see we're expecting flat levels here and then an increase following the subsiding of the high-speed coronal hole wind stream. We'll also show the ionosphere. This diagram just shows electromagnetic penetration, temperatures, and chemical species in the thermosphere. And here's the F ionosphere layer located at about 300 kilometers of altitude. The scale you're looking at here is megahertz, millions of vibrations per second, the vibrational frequency of the bridge between Earth and space. We'll also show you the anomalygram as we do daily. We like to create a record of what was going on in case these data are ever important for some sort of future science. So that's part of the reason why we're making the channel. We started studying the sun around solar minimum intentionally. We're not some fly-by-night organization. I realized I needed to do a deep dive into heliophysics back in the mid-90s. I realized that there was a hole in cosmology, and that hole was the deepest well in the solar system, the sun. It's the Rosetta Stone of all cosmology. So here's the latest image. That's 1300 universal time. Pardon our lateness today. 1300 universal time on the ionogram. Here's 1300 universal time on the anomalygram. Some low-frequency anomalies here in the South Atlantic and Pacific. Continuing on to remind you to visit our links and to thank you for joining the Neo-Renaissance. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists. Did you know we're publishing a paper to explain the mechanism underlying the solar cycles? Yeah, that's right, folks. Sometimes in science, we receive answers to questions not even asked, which is what happened. If you're asking questions about if you could purchase merch, we've opened it all up for sale. Normally that green Smash Team design is only available for gold annual paid-up subscribers. Now it's available to everybody throughout the month of February. We've opened all of our designs. So if you're seeing anything here you're not used to seeing, make sure you snatch it up before March 1st, as the listings will all change. We've placed it in order of best-selling. Shout out to our viewers who've picked up merch and the Smash Team. Now, our Gold and Silver Smash Team members get additional perks. There's a reason to give us a couple dollars per month. So open up your cobweb-encrusted wallet, drop us $2.99 a month for a silver membership or $9.99 a month for a gold membership, or even try to consider picking up a gold annual paid-up subscription. It's by far the best value, and you get some free merch for that. Let's look at some ground-based solar observatories. I shouldn't say free merch. I should say complimentary merch with your annual 1-year paid-up subscription. And thanks to everybody who has trusted us with an entire year of content. Here's your ground-based solar observatory at Cerro Tololo, Chile. And we see a huge number of filaments. It looks like one has ejected right here. Still a huge number of filaments in between Earth and Sun in the solar corona. You can see all those dark absorption features there in this hydrogen alpha imagery. We'll also show the latest intensitygram and latest colorized magnetogram. And of course, here's sunspot 2954. It's looking like it's only alpha class. This group here, pretty interesting. That's a beta gamma class sunspot group. That one's beta class. That's sunspot 2948. That one is alpha class. So a few named groups here. Let's go back over them. There are the fields of that alpha class sunspot. Here's 2948. Here's what will be named 2954. And this interesting region that is ahead of it. Close out with some additional animated images of the closest star. Thanks for tuning in, stargazers. As there's nothing more exciting than feasting your eyes on the closest stellar object. It's El Sol, aka Helios. We'll be keeping an eye on sunspot 2954. It'll be named that today. Make sure you watch our previous 2 videos. We have been making 3 daily space weather videos instead of only 1 to shorten the content and compartmentalize it a little bit, put it into smaller chunks for higher digestibility. They're all YouTube exclusives at the moment. That's 94 angstroms. We'll close out with 304 angstroms. When it comes to the sun, we'll be keeping an eye on it. And when I say eye on, pardon the pun. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And may that solar wind be at your back. Opinions expressed in this video, not necessarily the opinions of Smash News Network, least busted name in news.